Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to see each and every one of you. Media plays a very instrumental role in terms of really disseminating, but also sharing, all the good work that we do as a destination. We always say, come inspired and live intrigued. So I'm so happy to share with you in terms of all the work that we have done as the South African National Convention Bureau on the events business side of things. I just want to start by saying collaboration and inclusive growth. During the time of COVID, we really needed to reflect and say what is currently happening and how can we really, turn the unfortunate situation into positivity. And when we really set and strategized as the South African National Convention Bureau, we all agreed that with the challenges and in spite of these challenges, how do we still make the best, of who we are as a destination? I want to start by saying, as a result of that strategy, we came with an open door campaign. What is an open door campaign? An open door campaign basically says, as a destination, our doors are opened to host your quality meetings. And we have seen that it has become a testimonial of the work that we have done. So since we have started, we have done a couple of initiatives that have ensured that we bring events into South Africa. I want to talk about the big support program. This program, it actually ensures that we alleviate, the pressure of business planners, business organizers who actually wish to do business, in South Africa. So the program is really designed to make it easier, for business organizers as well as our clients who wish to host meetings in South Africa to do business. So we have put together instruments, we have put together tools that makes it easier for you to come to South Africa and do business. What we have also done, which is another great initiative, and I take pride in also announcing it, it's around capacity, where we capacitate different chapters who don't have presence in Africa to come to South Africa so that, or Africa is a region where they can establish their new chapters. They will assist them, with presence, but also doing business in Africa. I also want to talk about collaboration. I spoke about the power of collaboration. We have done a lot of initiatives, which I am happy to share as part of our way of really collaborating and also understanding what the pandemic has done. It has taught us that there is no way you're going to win by yourself. So as a destination, we can't do it without our, valued partners. So through that initiative, I'm happy to announce that we have partnered with different associations and also understanding, these associations, they become a voice, they become a true advocacy, for the work that you do in the destination. So our collaboration has been very strategic. We've partnered with the likes of ICAM. So we will be having an association day at Meetings Africa, and I hope to see most of you at Meetings Africa, so we can host you and really showcase, the work that we have done, the strides that we have taken as a destination, on the business event side. So we will be having an association day, which will take place on the 20th of February. This is around Meetings Africa. So we are really quite excited about that. We then also have a new collaboration that we take so much pride in. And I'm happy, that the CEO of AIPC is here with us, to really represent the importance of collaboration. So this initiative is really a summit that will be hosted in South Africa, that will be hosted at Meetings Africa for the first time, which is an initiative for convention venues. So I'll actually allow my colleague, Mr. Zinhle Nzama, to talk more about this collaboration. But really the collaboration is us demonstrating our facilities, our high-end facilities on the conventions, on the venues, to say we have the best facilities as Africa. So you can come and host, an event of any magnitude, and we can assure you quality. I would like to also talk about, Meetings Africa. There's been a lot of, discussions, but also interest to say, come Meetings Africa 2023, what is the difference? How are you going to differentiate yourselves particularly given that Meetings Africa, happens in an African continent. So besides the fact that we always say, Meetings Africa allows Africa, as exhibitors, but also as a region, focus only in Africa in terms of also the buyers that we bring who are already invested to come to Africa. But it is just as important that we elevate the platform. So I'm quickly going to talk about the program that we've put together, which is around the hosted buyer program. We've had this program in existence, but it was important for us to elevate it so that it is able to service our exhibitors. But just as important, how do we ensure that, we bring buyers who are able to come in and engage, with our exhibitors in order, to secure, business opportunities. So through that process, we have done a match between our buyers as well as exhibitors to say, what are you looking for? So we did a business need analysis where we really drilled down to say, what are your needs as a business and how do we match those needs in order to offer you quality connections? So we're very excited about that program. It's been very dedicated. It's been very targeted to ensure that we extract best value, not only, for Meetings Africa, but also for the people, the clients that we are servicing as the organizer of the show. We have also looked at the networking opportunities. This becomes particularly at the time of the post pandemic. What we have seen is that networking, as or additional networking platforms, it's what our clients are looking for. So they want those strategic conversations where they are able, to come up with meaningful conversations which will take their business forward. So we have, for the first time, are introducing at the business day, which is going to take place on the 27th of February, we are introducing a first of its kind engagement between our buyers as well as exhibitors. So in the past, our programs have only been dedicated to exhibitors, but now we are focusing on ensuring that we have our buyers coming in a day early where they can have an additional opportunity to really network, with exhibitors. What that does is that it creates, a precursor for you before you go to your meetings, on the second day, which is the actual day of the trade show. So it's another way of really giving different touch point of networking opportunities for our buyers. Technology, you cannot remove it. I always advocate for this. We have to use technology to enhance our experience, not replace the face-to-face engagement. So understanding the importance of technology, we are also advancing our online diary system and synchronizing our online diary system with our mobile app. What it does is that it gives you real-time communication, but you are then able to also constantly communicate with the buyers to ensure that we don't have delayed, responses, particularly when it comes to meetings. So this is one of the few changes that we've really been so strategic and deliberate in implementing. So I'm quite excited to really invite you and say it's going to be, an amazing show that will really, give you the value that you are looking for as our media. And also, these platforms are really staged to ensure that we become relevant, but we also, deliver a trade show that answers to the needs of the clients that we are servicing. So with that said, I would like to just welcome Mr. Sven Bosu to please come on stage so that you can just very high level also talk about our partnership, which we value so much around our collaboration. Thank you so much.
So there's the Global Association of Convention Centers worldwide. We have about 171 members in 60 countries. What we do is research, networking, activity, education. We set quality standards. That's what we do as an association. And indeed, we are going for the very first time to a summit in Africa, and we're delighted and excited by that. Because if you look at the future, it's Africa. It's the second biggest continent, it's the second biggest population. The economy is growing rapidly, technology jumps are happening all over the place, and it can be really, really important that we're going to have solid business events happening all over the continent, because business events mean collaboration, innovation, and trade. And that is what's going to happen on this massive, diverse continent. And it is a very diverse continent. If you look at the different culture, the nature, the population, it's extremely diverse. And that is actually reflected when you look at the convention centers. To the previous speaker's point, there is a convention center for every need. And they all have one common ambition and also challenge, is to deliver operational excellence when it comes to delivering unique events. So far, we did not have a platform to combine all the knowledge together and have a platform for conversation and discussion between the leaders of the convention centers. And that's what we really want to achieve next year in February, just before Meetings Africa, to bring the entire community of convention center leaders of Africa together. So it's not only about AIPC members, it's really an inclusive event to bring everybody together, have a global outlook, but a local focus. That's what we want to achieve in this very first summit in Africa. And you are indeed you are all very welcome to join, because the change of knowledge, that's really what we want to achieve for the summit. So thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for all your support. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you.